My excellent friends, it's been too long. Actually, it really has. This video was supposed to go up like a week ago, but it didn't because I've had a cold and I felt it would not be a great idea to try and film and upload while I had a cold. It would not be good for you and it would not be good for me because the videos would all sound like and I don't think that would go down all that well. Maybe it would, but I didn't think so. So these videos are a bit late. This is my 92 months of Dreadlocks update. We're somewhere in the ballpark of 92 months, and so that's what we're billing this as. The last one was 91, so this is 92. It is currently February. Why can I not pronounce it when I actually can put on the spot? It is the second month of 2015, and here in England that means cold winterness. There's still a bit of snow left on the ground, and during winter I actually like with Dreadlocks because it's lower humidity when it's kind of freezing, near freezing outside, and so my loose hair will generally lay down, and Dreadlocks, well, loose hair kind of likes drier weather. Hair that's a bit drier will normally knot up a bit easier, at least compared to hair that is more moisturized or in a more humid environment, and that's why people use things like sea salt sprays. But basically there is another side to that in that if it's dry, it will also dry your face, your skin, your scalp. So you can get an increase in dandruff and scalp irritation if you don't try and counter it. If you're not aware that the change in season will affect you and you just continue using what you've been using during the more humid months, then it might take you by surprise. I've been doing alright actually with regards to the dryness in the air, and pretty much as long as I stick to my washing routine, which at the moment is every third day. I wash my dreadlocks every third day. As long as I stick pretty close to that, I'm fine. If I go to the fourth or fifth day, if I let it lapse, then it starts to get a bit less comfortable, and I kind of sit there going, why didn't I just wash my hair when I was supposed to? I feel the need to briefly touch on soap shampoos. This is not really by choice, but because people keep messaging me. A few updates back I said that I was using different soaps and shampoos, and this is true. I am reviewing different soaps and shampoos because people always ask, what do I think of this, what do I think of this, what do I think of this, and unless I've actually used it I won't really say anything about it because I'm not going to make something up. I have actually been trying different ones out because I am going to be reviewing. Well, I am reviewing, but I haven't uploaded any reviews yet. But I'm trying out different things, and I've been using the current one pretty much consistently all the way through Christmas, New Year till now. So I've been using it a while, at least all of December, all of January, a little bit of November, most of February. So at least 3 months I've been using this one solidly. Now, I will not talk about a shampoo that I've used for less than 6 weeks. So when everyone has been messaging me saying, what shampoo have you switched to? You mentioned you switched to shampoo, what are you using? Because people did. I said I'd switched to something new that I was testing out, and I said nothing about it because I hadn't used it for long enough yet, and immediately people started sending me messages asking, what are you using? But it's something like, what are you using? I haven't used it for long enough yet. I don't know why, but people will seem to buy a Dreadlock shampoo and post reviews along the lines of, I got a new Dreadlock shampoo yesterday, used it last night, loved it. And I don't find these helpful in the slightest, in that I could pretty much go to the store, buy any shampoo for any hair and use it once, and provided I rinse for long enough, I will have a reasonable time with it. Where I find Dreadlock shampoos, or where I find shampoos that work well for dreadlocks versus other ones stand out, is over the long periods. So over the weeks, over the months. Basically, I make my choices based on how my hair feels between deep cleans. So if I deep clean my hair every 6 weeks, how my hair feels on week 6 before I deep clean, that sort of lets me know whether I like it or not. If my hair feels like it needs to be deep cleaned by the 6th week or before, then it's probably not something that I'd stick with. If my hair still feels clean and nice and I'm happy with it by the time I come to deep clean, then it's something that I would choose and recommend and use again. Now, I've actually been using something, as I said, for 3 months now, and I've only deep cleaned once in that time, and that was after using it for over 2 months, so beyond my review period. And I haven't switched out to anything else yet because, well, I'm liking what I'm using. I will have to switch out because I will have to start reviewing something else soon, but I've been enjoying this one. And because if I don't say what it is, I will continue to get messages, the one I've been reviewing lately is Lush's Squeaky Green. I should not like this shampoo. It's a bar of soap. I should not like it. One, because I do not like bar soaps. If you know me, if you've watched my reviews, you will know I do not like bar soaps. You will also know that I do not like generally anything that has not been specifically designed for dreadlocks, because usually if it's not specifically designed to work well and rinse out of dreadlocks, generally it won't. This is a bar soap. It's not designed for dreadlocks. It's also quite chemically. Lush stuff is generally considered to be more natural and less chemically than, well, it is compared to your off-the-shelf regular normal hair shampoos, but compared to a lot of super natural organic dreadlock specific shampoos, it's quite chemically and has things that the more naturally dreadlock shampoos do not include and people try to look to avoid. So really this Lush Squeaky Green does not tick any of the boxes that I would normally look for. It also has a scent and actually has bits of stuff in. It really should not work for me, but I have been using it and been happy with it, using it for many weeks now. So if you want to go more in depth with that, you will have to wait until I post my actual full video review of that one along with some other ones that I'm working on. But there you go, it's Lush Squeaky Green. You can stop messaging me now. Moving on, dreadlocks keep growing. I have not cut anything off yet, mainly because it's cold out and any extra hair is decent insulation during the winter months, and insulation is good because it's cold. I'm very much on the fence with regards to how long I want my dreadlocks to be. They are really leaving the realms of practicality for me, at least. It's the longest I've ever had them, and they go a long way down my back, at least compared to how long I've ever had dreadlocks. So I always look at my dreadlocks and go, this is the longest I ever want them, and then I forget to do anything, and then they get longer and longer. They are really reaching the realms of what I consider practical. I don't really want really long dreadlocks. I think people with shorter dreadlocks or younger dreadlocks can not always understand this, because they think everyone wants really long dreadlocks. Especially if you have short dreadlocks. If you have short dreadlocks, you're like, I want long dreadlocks. I could not understand why someone would not want to just keep growing and growing and growing. But when I start laying on them, and I get trapped, and the longer they are, the longer they take to dry. And I'm also quite a sort of like, try to keep to myself. If I'm out in public, I try and keep my dreadlocks sort of out of the way. They will often be tied back or under a hood, and just sort of kept so they don't touch other people's stuff. And I've said before, I don't want them touching bus seats and train seats that are mine, and I keep them clean, and I don't want them touching other stuff. And as they get longer, that becomes harder and less practical to do. Since I've started blogging, I can actually see the length and how I like them and how they've changed. I can go back and look at last year's updates and actually see how much longer they've got. Whereas before, I would just randomly cut bits off, especially when I still had wax in my hair and I was cutting off all the original length. I didn't care, I was like, well, whatever, just cut it off, cut it off. But when I'm blogging and I'm actually looking at updates, it's a lot more difficult for me to do. That pretty much sums it up for me at month 92. Longest they've ever been, probably heaviest they've ever been, and warmest they've ever been. So during winter, sort of working for me. Extra heat working for me. Extra drying time not working for me. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, if you'd like checking out month 92, you can click the like button. If you'd like to see more videos from me in the future, you'd like to check me out for month 93, you can click the subscribe button. If you'd like to keep up with any of the stuff that I'm doing outside of here, you can follow me on Instagram, where I take pictures of the stuff that I'm doing when I'm outside and stuff, and that's Instagram at LazyDreads. If you're looking for dreadlocks tips, help, guides, advice, you can find all my stuff on lazydreads.com. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you again next time for month 93. It was supposed to be this one. Anyway, cheers guys, bye!